Very good morning, children. Hope you are safe and healthy at home. Can we begin today's session? I am Reshmi PM. I am handling social science for you. Okay. So, can we start? Continents, a large land masses separated from other land masses by oceans. This is a recapitulation of the entire chapter because we have completed the chapter and we will have the recapitulation. Okay. So, continents, a large land masses separated from other land masses by oceans. Next one, oceans. What do you mean by oceans? The large water bodies are called oceans. Once more, oceans. The large water bodies are called ocean. Next is sphere, an object that is completely round such as a ball. What is that? Sphere means an object that is completely round in such as a ball. Example, we can say earth. Next is globe. A globe is a spherical model of earth. Globe. A globe is a spherical model of earth. Next, we have gone through maps. A map is representation of the earth's surface or a part of it on a flat surface. Once more, maps. A map is a representation of the earth's surface or a part of it on a flat surface. This screen, what you are seeing, it's a flat surface. Okay? Example. So, maps, a map is a representation of the earth's surface or a part of it on a flat surface. Next slide. So, we have gone through types of maps. In this chapter, we have gone through the physical maps, political maps, climatic maps. Once more, there are three types of maps: physical maps, political maps and climatic maps. Physical maps deals with the physical features of the, and political maps which we can get an idea of, which will get the content of related to the countries, capitals, etc. Climatic maps, we can get the climatic conditions like weather, forecast and all. So these are the three types of maps: physical maps, political map, climatic maps. Next is reading maps. Directions, scale, symbols, colors. How to read a map? First we have to go through the directions. We have seen the directions how north, south, west, east. Then scale, symbols, colors. In scale, we have seen how much distance is taken away. Then symbols, we have seen in the different slides and in PowerPoint presentation and videos also related to that how the symbols are used in the maps. I will show you a video also related to this chapter. Next, colors also, the colors represent as various. Like for green, it represents for the greenery, like we have the vegetation. Then land masses, brown color, then blue for water bodies. Okay, so reading maps, very important are directions, scale, symbols, colors. Once more, reading maps, directions, scale, symbols, colors. Very important, this one. Next one, checkpoint. Checkpoint is there in the page number 11. If you are having textbook with you, please go through the page number 11. You can write down the answer also. Already it is there in the textbook. The large water bodies on the earth are called oceans. The correct answer is oceans. Once more, The large water bodies on the earth are called oceans. Hope it is clear to you. We'll move on to next one. Next is the earth is spherical in shape. The earth is spherical in shape. Next one. A globe is model of the earth. A globe is model of the earth. Okay? Next one. The first person who published a collection of maps was Mercator. The first person who published a collection of maps was Mercator. Next one. Read and answer, that is there in the page number 13. Once more, read and answer. That is in the page number 13. I am giving the answers. This will be sent to through the parents app also. So you will get the answers too. So you can just go through it, because last class I have given this one as a homework for you. If anyone didn't do, you can just go through it. Okay, and others can recheck whether the answer is correct or not. Okay, read and answer, page number 13. Okay, ready? Okay, first one is, the earth is a unique planet because it has land masses and water bodies. Once more, the earth is a unique planet because it has land masses and water bodies. Okay, next one. The explorer who sailed around the world was Ferdinand Magellan. Once more, the explorer who sailed around the world was Ferdinand Magellan. Okay, next one. A political map shows countries and capital. So, a political map shows countries and capital. This is the answer what I am giving. Okay, a political map shows countries and capitals. Next one. The ratio between the distance on a map and the actual distance on the ground is called dash, that is scale. Once more, the ratio between the distance on a map and the actual distance on the ground is called a scale. That's clear to you? The symbol, next one, the symbol used to show a city on a map is a dash, that is small circle. Once more, the symbol used to show a city or to identify it, a city on a map is a small circle. Okay, next one. True or false is there? I'm going to give you the answer. Heading is true or false. Okay, first one. We can make a globe for a small part of the earth. We have to find out whether it is a true or false. Answer is false. Once more, we can make a globe for a small part of the earth. Answer is false. Next one, forests and industries cannot be shown on a map. Forests and industries cannot be shown on a map. Answer is false. Next one, symbols on a map show features that cannot be drawn. Once more, symbols on a map show features that cannot be drawn. Answer is true. Next one, plains and mountains are shown in different colors. Plains and mountains are shown in different colors. So we have to find out whether it is a true or false. Answer is true. So first one, it is false. Second one, false. Third one, true. And fourth one, true. I hope everyone has completed. Can we move on to next? Okay. these questions. Next is answer these questions. This will be sent through the parents app. Just you can go through it, okay? I read out, just we will have a discussion in the class now. How was it proved that the earth is spherical in shape? The question is, how was it proved that the earth is spherical in shape? Answer is, Ferdinand Magellan first sailed around the world and proved that the earth is round. Pictures taken from space have also proved that the earth is like a sphere. Once more, Ferdinand Magellan was first sailed around the world and proved that the earth is round. Pictures taken from space have also proved that the earth is like a sphere. So this much is the answer for the first question. So you no need of writing of elaborate, only what is the required content is enough. So we can finish off by 3 to 4 lines. Okay? Next one. So I hope you got the answer. Next one. Very good. How is a globe useful to us? So how is a globe useful to us? The answer is, a globe shows the distribution of land and water on the surface of the earth. The correct shape, size and location of the continents and oceans on the earth can also be seen on a globe. Once more, how is a globe useful to us? So how it is useful to us? Globe. The answer is, so the required content is this much is enough for the particular question. A globe shows the distribution of land and water on the surface of the earth. Okay? The correct shape, size and location of continents and oceans on the earth can also be seen on a globe. So, this much answer is enough for this question. Okay? So, next question. How do maps help us? How do maps help us? And the second part of the question is, why is a map less accurate than a globe? Once more, first part of the question is, how do maps help us? Then second part is, why is a map less accurate than a globe? So, the answer for the first part of the question is, maps are drawn on a flat surfaces. So, every time when we draw a map, are drawn on a flat surfaces, we can show continents, countries, cities and neighborhoods on a map. Once more, how do maps help us? The question is how. So, how it helps us? So, we have to write the answer. The required content is, maps are drawn on a flat surface. We can show the continents, countries, cities and neighborhoods on a map. Second part of the question, why is a map less accurate than a globe? So this question, the answer is, maps cannot be used to the spherical earth because curved surface cannot be shown accurately on a flat surface. That is why a map is less accurate than the globe. Once more, maps cannot be used to the spherical earth because curved surfaces cannot be shown accurately on a flat surface. That is why a map is less accurate than a globe. So, the question is divided into two parts. First question and the second question. So, but both questions are together and answer you can write like this. Okay? It will be sent through the parents app. Next one. What are the features that help us to read a map? Once more the question. What are the features that help us to read a map? I think that question is the last question. Okay, read and answer. Answer this question. What are the features that help us to read a map? The 4 features which help us to read a map are directions, scale, symbols and colors. Very important. What are the features that help us to read a map? So, which are the 4 features? We have gone through different videos and slides, and the answer is the 4 features which help us to read a map are directions is very important, scale, symbols and colors. See, the question is what are the features? The question is not like a how. So, what are the features? For this question, this is the answer. This much is enough. Okay? Beam 5B, I'll clear your doubt. The 4 features which help us to read a map are directions, scale, symbols and colors. No need of explanation. Okay? This much is enough. So, for a particular question, this is the answer. The 4 features which help us to read a map are directions, scale, symbols and colors. Okay? So, we have gone through the read and answer, that is page number 13. First one is the tick the correct answers. We have checked the answers, that is 5 questions we have checked. Then true or false. 4 questions are there, that is a B question in your textbook, page number 14. We have gone through the answer. Next is answer these questions. 4 questions are there, that also we have gone through. Next is the last question, that is D in your textbook. Think and answer. Think and answer. Think and answer. Okay, we will see. The earth looks mostly blue when seen from space. Once more. The earth looks mostly blue when seen from space. The answer is the earth looks blue from space due to the presence of water bodies. This is the answer for you. Okay? Why the earth looks mostly blue when seen from space? Answer is the earth looks blue from space due to the presence of water bodies. So, no need of writing a big explanation. This much answer is sufficient for this question. Once more, I will read the question. It is there in your textbook, that is, think and answer. The earth looks mostly blue when seen from space. Why? Okay, that is the question. So, you will write the answer like this. The earth looks blue from space due to the presence of water bodies. That is clear to you? So, we have already discussed page number 13. And even I have given this one also, checkpoint also, page number 11. We have started from that. And you can see page number 9 also you can do it. That is, write the names of 2 planets whose name starts with letter M. You can write Mercury and Mars. Yes. So, like that you can complete it. So, next page, page number 11. First we have seen the checkpoint. The answers is given already. Then page number 13, read and answer. We have discussed A, that is tick the correct answers. That also we have discussed now. I will say today itself will be sent through the parents app how to write these answers and all. Okay. So already I think you have completed A, B. Okay. So today what you have to do is I'll send through these slides through the parents app, so you can go through the slides and you can write the exact answer like this. Answer these questions. 4 questions we have discussed, and last one is D, think and answer. Next activity, that is do and learn, we will do in the next class. Now I'll show you a video presentation based on this chapter. Just a recapitulation of entire chapter. Okay. The Earth is a unique planet. You can see the planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Yeah, land masses and the water bodies. Asia, Africa, the land masses, Indian Ocean, South Pacific are the water bodies. Yes. In ancient times, people believed that the earth was flat and had steep edges. You can see the picture of that or the image. Yes. Next one. Ferdinand and Magellan. Ferdinand Magellan. You can see this image. Ferdinand Magellan. About 500 years ago, Ferdinand Magellan and his crew sailed around the world and proved that the earth is round in shape. Once more, about 500 years ago, Ferdinand Magellan and his crew sailed around the world and proved that the earth is round in shape. Okay? And this is the earth image known as blue planet. You can see the continents and the water bodies. Okay? Yes, it is blue in color. And you can see green, which indicates the land masses. Yes. Next is a globe. It's a model of the earth. It shows the distribution of land and water on the surface of the earth. Globe. A globe is a model of the earth. It shows the distribution of land and water on the surface of the earth. We can see different countries, then water bodies, yes, on globe. Next we'll see. So these are the topics which are included in the chapter. Yes, one more thing. Large globe is difficult to carry around. Only 1/2 of the earth can be seen at a time on a globe. Yes, there is a demerit also, disadvantage. Large globe is very difficult to carry around. Only 1/2 of the earth can be seen at a time on a globe. See, you can see the half of the, yes, earth. You can see the image. Yes. Now, in the map, what can we do is, a map is a drawing of the earth or a part of it. So, it is a flat surface area. So, we can draw particular continents and oceans because a map is a drawing of the earth or a part of it. You can clearly identify the continents and the water bodies. Yes. Next. Okay, there are 3 types of maps: physical maps, political map, climatic maps. Physical map. Okay. See, India, state and union territories. This is an India map. We can identify the physical features through the physical maps. Okay. In the political map, physical map, we can find out the rivers, then mountains. In political maps, we can find out the countries and continents. Climatic maps, we can know the weather conditions. Yes. Once more I'll say, physical maps are used to show the physical features of a place like rivers and mountains. So we have to go through it, this one. What do you mean by physical map? It is used to show the physical features of a place like rivers and mountains. See, Himalayas, Nepal, Thar Desert, then you can say Vindhya Range, Satpura Range, Eastern Ghats, Western Ghats, Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal, Brahmaputra River. Okay? These all rivers and all we can see, and mountains we can see in the physical map. Okay? Political map, it is used to show the countries and a state. So political map, this is a political map which shows the countries and states. You can see Rajasthan, Jaipur, Gujarat, Gandhinagar, where is Kerala? Kerala, Thiruvananthapuram, Tamil Nadu, Chennai, then Jammu and Kashmir, you can see Srinagar, these are the capitals. And you can see the symbols also they have highlighted with the black dots, okay? And different colors are used in the political maps to identify various states, okay? To find out states and the other capitals. Once more, political maps, it is used to show the countries and the states. Last is the climatic maps. Climatic maps is used to give general information about the climate and the rainfall of a particular places. Now, this is a map which shows the climatic map, okay? Here you can see the rainfall, its index is given to you, and we can see a certain, it is highlighted through the red lines. Climatic maps used to give general information about climate and rainfall of a place. Next one. Once more I will read. Climatic maps, it is used to give general information about how the climate particular states is having and the rainfall, how the rainfalls of a particular places or different states. Even in the, we can know by their population, transport, etc. in the climatic map. Next we'll see compass is used to find the direction. You can see the image of a compass. Yes, this indicates the north. The needle, this is known as needle, okay? Up narrow is that? Yes, a line you can see, a particular is called a needle. Compass is used to find directions. That the needle of the compass always points towards the north direction. Once more, compass is used to find, it is used for the directions, and the needle of the compass always points towards the north direction. Okay? This compass we use for traveling, and all people used to take it. Just in olden days. Nowadays we have the mobile facilities, in that Google Maps, everything is, and we can reach to the particular destination also. Okay, so these things, various topics, we have gone through the entire chapter. So almost the entire topics we have discussed in the previous classes also. Okay.